Hi, this is looking at part 4 of The Wasteland, Death by Water. I'm going to use the same picture throughout the whole series, A, because I think it might be easier for me to find them when I'm looking for them, and B, because I'm not going to be able to get out very much to take pictures because I am not well. So we have to take a brief detour back to the fire sermon, unfortunately. So I came across something that might be relevant. So there's the bit where he says, like, way la la la, and it's really difficult to work out what that means. It's been interpreted as being sort of part of the mood. But everything has multiple correspondences, and I'm sure ones that even Eliot wasn't aware of at the time. So Miss Lala was an aerial trapeze artist immortalised in Miss Lala at the Cirque Fernando by Degas in 1879. Her real name was Anna Olga Albertina Brown, sometimes billed as Black Venus. She was famous for clenching a leather mouthpiece in her jaw and being raised 200 foot in the circus tent, also hoisting people or a cannon with her teeth, which I thought could link to the 21st letter of the Hebrew alphabet, which is Shin or Sin, as in original, and perhaps may link to the wax and leather in Manfield's family poem. She was baptised Lutheran, although I think one of her parents was Jewish. I thought Fernando could perhaps link with Ferdinand in The Tempest. Her name Albertina may link to Albert in the game of chess. I've mentioned Venus several times. She married a man called Emmanuel Woodson and had 3 children. He died in 1915 in Brussels, wherein she applied for a US visa, but nil else is known of her. I wondered if perhaps she went undercover, or more likely no one's bothered looking. So then the way part possibly links to AFC Tavistock, where I found on their website about their history. Ad hoc football, an ad hoc cross between rugby union and soccer and perhaps a few other games to boot, took place between Plymouth and Tavistock sides in the mid-1870s, but it took a letter in the Tavistock Gazette from scribes under the pseudonym of Way, W-E-I/Wisher, and Halfback to attract the attentions of 2 local businessmen. I haven't seen the letters or the Tavistock Gazette, but I believe that to be true. I am interested more about who that person was or what that was all about. The first AGM was held at the Temperance Hotel, so there's a tarot link. Then later at the Ordov Arms, which is now closed. And I'll come back to all of that in a sec. Death by Water links back to Madame Sosostris' reading The Hanged Man and the refrain to fear death by water, perhaps indicated by the death of a martyr. However, as I was saying at the end of the fire sermon, water is mu, a homophone of mute, the mother goddess. Young referred to fire as possibly also water or chemically, so this is a continuation of the first burial of the dead and the fire sermon. Thematically. Prophetically, Eliot was making sure that Noel Gallagher wrote Dead in the Water in 2017. Flea was the finishing A Fortnight Dead. I've previously linked to Percy Shelley as someone who drowned. In other correspondences, I mentioned flea, which links with lice. And then basse could be bar in French. I shall continue.